they did was put me on a call with a lawyer and vaguely threaten me that I can't talk about anything or anything about our offer or the show.
Is it Peacock?
What?
Is it Peacock?
No, it's not Peacock. Why?
I don't know. Is it Tubi?
No, I said major streaming service, not Tubi. Jesus, no.
Apple TV Plus.
Trent, we really can't be narrowing these down like this. I could get in some serious trouble.
Right, yeah. Sorry.
Can I get back to doing my video?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry about that, guys. Right this way. Even though this company offered me way more money than I could ever feasibly make something for on YouTube, and that was just for the pilot, I decided to go off and do something else on my own. And I'm super excited to announce that I'm going to make a feature-length animated movie in my classic EB Synth animation style. And there's 3 big reasons I decided to do it this way, and I'd like to share those with you guys quickly. When I was in the midst of negotiating the show, my friend Colin asked me something poignant. He said, "Joel, when have you ever had to answer to anyone?" And truth be told, I haven't, and I'm very lucky for that. My whole artistic career, I've gotten to make what I want with the people I want to make it with, the way I want to make it, and why would I change that? The number one reason I didn't do the show is because my independence is priceless to me. The last thing I want to do to my art is introduce executives giving notes, breathing down my neck, and I definitely don't want to paywall my next major project away from my fans who gave me this beautiful opportunity to do whatever I want freely. So I'd much rather release this giant movie for free onto YouTube than tell you guys to go subscribe to company. Reason number 2 is ownership of my ideas. The more I thought about it, the more I realized, best case scenario, I have a hit TV show and everyone and their mother is like, so-and-so company made another hit show, and any artistic credit me and my friends might get for being the sole creators of this show would be dwindled and much less appreciated. And ultimately, the last thing I want to do is give away my worlds, my ideas, my characters to a company so they have another IP that they can milk dry, and no matter how much money I made off of it, they would make 1,000 times as much money. And that doesn't feel good.
Joel.
Trent, I'm in the middle of something.
I just had a question.
Okay, yeah, what?
Okay, would working with this company make you feel invincible?
I don't get the question.
The company that reached out to you, if you worked with them, would you feel invincible?
I'm so lost on what you're saying.
So you did take this deal and you're walking around their office. Would you feel like one of the boys?
Oh, I get what you're doing.
Yeah.
No.
Ah, okay.
And last but not least, this reason might shock you, but yeah, I don't really like TV. And this is why.
Dude, you've got to watch Dubler Street Station. The first 3 seasons are pretty horrible, but you really need to watch them to understand the whole story. And season 4 is honestly the best one. They're working on a 5th one, but it's on like a 5-year hiatus because the main actor got killed or canceled or something. I forget which.
Okay, yeah, so 10 episodes a season, that's like 30 hours of homework to get to the good part.
Yeah, if you put it that way.
In that same time, couldn't I watch like 20 movies that are cohesive, complete stories that don't waste my time with cliffhangers and filler episodes?
Yeah, but Dubler's in it.
So yeah, I am making an animated feature-length film in my style. I am so excited. I have so many cool ideas, and I am going to tell you none of them. My friends are gonna help me animate the movie. I estimate it's gonna take us about 6 months to make, maybe more. I estimate it's gonna cost about $100,000 to make, maybe more. You might notice I'm doing a lot of sponsored animations lately. Those help me raise money for this behemoth project that's gonna be a money hole, but I don't care. I wanna make something awesome that I'm proud of, that you guys can enjoy. All money on the Patreon this year goes directly to this movie. Check that out if you're interested. I love you guys. Give me about 6 months to a year to make this thing, but it's gonna be so cool. I love movies.
I love movies too.
Oh shit, you do?
Yeah, heck yeah, man.
Shit, playa, that's all you had to say.
Dude, really? Yeah. I love movies.
Steam now has a built-in overlay that shows your frame rate in-game, so you might finally figure out why you suck so much at Counter-Strike. It's accessible by going to Steam settings, clicking on the in-game tab, and about halfway down this menu you can choose which corner of the screen it shows up on, and how much information you want it to display. It also helps to adjust the text size scaling, because by default it looked tiny on my high resolution monitor, and you only really know how large it'll look once you switch away from the Steam menu and back into the game again. This whole overlay is a great feature to help diagnose problems with your computer's performance, but if it's used improperly or misinterpreted, could cause more problems and worry than it solves. And honestly, this video is going to tackle that more than what this overlay actually does, because I think it's going to worry a lot of people when they don't quite understand the information it's showing them. Because people can get obsessed about quite arbitrary goals, like ensuring they always get more FPS than their monitor can output, or ensuring they always get slightly less, or that their performance is consistent and whatnot. And achieving those things isn't always possible, nor preferable. And usually I find people overthink their problems, and that the issue is something quite simple, like they're still using an underpowered graphics card from 15 years ago and should probably upgrade if they want to get 240 FPS. Or maybe they've still got their monitor stuck on 60Hz. So my advice is, if you are trying to diagnose poor performance in CS2, then rather than getting caught up on an aspect you don't fully understand, record your screen with all these diagnostics on display and get help from somebody who does know better. And don't be in denial if it turns out you just suck at the game. Or maybe it turns out it won't matter how much power your PC has, it still isn't going to fix your hit reg problems when you're still gaming on Starlink. Computer issues and network issues are two different things, but I think there's quite a lot of overlap when people are trying to diagnose stuff. CS2 actually has a bunch of built-in tools more focused around detecting bad connection problems, so I suggest you use both of these tools on screen at once if you're trying to diagnose a problem, or if anybody viewing your screen is trying to figure out what's wrong with your PC. Now, I actually like playing games without frame rates visible, because I'd rather go by the feel and to react to any issues accordingly. Because even though I have a bitchingly fast PC, now that I've activated these metrics I'm full of anxiety and dread.